Kathleen, where Kathleen is teaching me everything there is to know about being in the kitchen. I am loving all of my time with her in the kitchen. It has been so fun over this holiday season with Thanksgiving and now Christmas coming, learning all of these amazing recipes that she brings to us every holiday. So today we're doing a dessert.
And it's going to be, I think, something really special. I like to do things that are a little different. This one is going to be a candy cane cheesecake. But the really interesting part is it's a poke cake.
Ooh.
Where you poke holes and then you get the cheesecake into the holes of the cake.
You know, my mom used to make a cake that was a Jell-O cake that she would poke holes in. That's
the
what
lemon.
that.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, I love those.
That's what that reminds me of. Oh well, it sounds amazing, and who doesn't love cheesecake? And to mix cake with it sounds like an awesome combination to me.
Good.
Let's get to it and let's make some Christmas dessert.
All right. For our cake, we're going to need a boxed white cake. If you don't have white, you could use yellow, of course. But I think white is nice with the contrast between that and the peppermints. You're going to need 2 3.4 ounce instant pudding. And we're using the cheesecake because we're making a candy cane cheesecake poke cake. But if you didn't have the cheesecake or you couldn't find it, any flavor would do. You could use vanilla. You need 1 8-ounce box of cream cheese, and if it could be softened or at least pull it out maybe an hour before, just so it'll come to a more room temperature. You need 3 cups of half and half. Kelly and I just happen to have the heavy whipping cream on hand, so that's what we're going to use today. But please, half and half is just fine. You need 1 entire 8-ounce container of Cool Whip, or if you have a generic whip topping, that's fine too. You need 8 medium-sized candy canes, and we're going to crush those. A good tip is before you put the cake into the oven, you just want to take your hand and just kind of gently tap it. And what you'll see is there'll be little air bubbles that come up and it'll break. And you want those to come up because you want your cake to have a really nice consistency. We're going to put our 2 packages of our cheesecake pudding in the bowl. And we've got our 3 cups of half and half. Now we're going to whip it up, and we're going to let that go for about 2 minutes. Our mixture is mixed for 2 minutes, and it's got nice and thick, as you can see. And we're going to take our package of cream cheese and add it to the mix. Now we're just going to whip it again until it incorporates. We've got Kelly's magic bullet to help us crush our candy canes. Ooh, peppermint dust. I wouldn't use a bullet. If you have a food processor, that might be a better choice. So we don't today. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them in a bag and smack them with a rolling pin or a hammer. And that's perfect. Just what we want. Now we're going to mix our crushed candy canes into our cheesecake pudding mixture.
This is gonna give it just a bit of crunch, huh?
Yeah, and oh, it smells so good.
Yes, it does.
That peppermint. We're just gonna check on our cake and to see if it's done. So we're just gonna, ooh, looks good, Cal. We're gonna pull it out. And I just use a toothpick. You wanna go like right in the center. And if it comes out clean, then our cake is done. And our cake is done. Now we're gonna take our white cake that we just pulled out of the oven. And while it's still warm, you're gonna just poke holes into it. You can use the back of a wooden measuring spoon. We just happen to have this. It's part of a baster, but it's gonna work. It's gonna be terrific. Now here comes our cheesecake peppermint. And you're just going to take the back of your spoon and kind of push it into the holes. Once the cake is completely cooled, and at about like 30 minutes, should be fine. You're gonna wanna take your whipped topping and you're just gonna cover the cheesecake pudding candy cane mix. Okay, we're almost done. Now for the finishing touch, we're just gonna take a little bit of our candy cane that we had left over. And this is nice, just it lets people know what's inside. It's always nice to garnish with one of the ingredients that you have in the cake or the meal. A casserole, you know, has rosemary. Put maybe a little sprig of rosemary on top.
So pretty.
Yeah, good. And of course, because there's so much milk and pudding in it, what you're gonna do is, if you have any leftovers, and if you make this for a party, I don't think you will, but if you do, you're gonna wanna cover it, and you're gonna wanna keep it in the fridge.
Alrighty, Kathleen's peppermint cheesecake is been in the refrigerator for about 3 hours. It is nice and cool and ready to be tasted. I am ready.
I think it's just the right amount of peppermint.
It is.
And the cheesecake just kind of, I don't know, just makes it umptious and decadent.
Yeah, and then you've got that cake that just goes with it. I gotta be honest, I was a little bit worried with the amount of peppermints that we use, that it was gonna be very, very strong. I like peppermint, but I was worried it was gonna be strong. And I am promising you, it is very subtle.
Very
It is
so.
very subtle in this. It is just the right amount, and then with the little bits of candy cane in there, you get just a bit of crunch. Wow, this is an amazing dessert. And you know what I love about this? Is it's very refreshing. It really is. It doesn't feel
Heavy.
like a heavy dessert. It just feels very refreshing. Something light that you can eat after you've had a nice big Christmas dinner. Yet again, another amazing dish. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Thank you for letting me do this with you. It's a treat for me. It really is.
And here she is thanking me when I should be doing all the thanking. I love you, Kathleen.
I love you too, Cal.
Well, everybody, that's all we have for you for today for this episode of In the Kitchen with Kathleen. Please give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, stick around a while by clicking that red button for more In the Kitchen with Kathleen, more crafting on a budget, more everything on a budget videos to come. And if you click it again when the bell appears, YouTube will notify you when we're uploading a new video. You can also follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and Google+. You can find those links in the description box below. Just click on those links, click follow, and you'll also be notified through social media when I'm uploading a new video or we're just doing something fun. You can also find my P.O. box in the description box below as well if you're interested in sending me mail and watching me open it up in a video. And don't forget, if Kathleen has inspired you to make one of her dishes, snap a quick picture and send it to us on Facebook or Instagram because she would love to see all of your creations. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day, happy cooking in your kitchen, and bye for now, everybody. Bye-bye.